You have more power and authority over the enemy. If you were to ask majority of people why they aren't seeing their faith working or why their life looks the way that it does, their answer is going to sound something like, well, it's because the enemy is attacking me. It's because the enemy is trying me. It's because the devil is out to get me. Their answer always have to pertain to the enemy. But God told us in the Bible that we have more power and we have more authority than the enemy. The enemy's power is nowhere near as strong as ours. And so you have to ask yourself, why are you allowing the enemy to operate in more authority than you're operating in? Why do you just accept his tactics? Why do you just accept the things that he says? Why don't you fight back? Why do you keep surrendering to him? Why do you keep waving your flag and giving up when you have more power than he has? Think about the Old Testament. When God promised the Israelites that he was going to take them to the promised land, they didn't just get to walk into it. They had to fight their enemies. They had to fight the people who was already living in those lands, and they had to take possession over it. They had to walk in their authority. They had to walk by their power and fight and get the promise. And in all those stories, God was telling them, I'm with you. I'm going ahead of you. In some circumstances, you don't even got to fight. When you get there, they're going to fight themselves. When you get there, they're going to turn on themselves. When you get there, I'm going to handle this for you. You don't even got to sweat to see this victory. God is with you in this fight against the enemy. But you keep surrendering. You won't even give him a chance to ordain you on how to get the victory. So I want you to make a decision today. Are you going to continue to allow the enemy, his tactics, and his attacks as an excuse to why your faith can't work and why your life looks the way that it looks? Or are you going to trust God and fight back? Are you going to start operating in the authority that God has given you to see your victory and see your breakthrough? Put in the comment section what you're going to do. And if you need more tips and resources to help you on your journey, make sure that you follow me, and also check out my podcast. We're on episode 125. We discussed how you have more power and you have more authority over the enemy. And so if you're interested in checking out the podcast, click the first link in my bio.